What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to YGOPD or Yu-Gi-Oh! Professional Development. Sorry if I had no face cam today. Feeling a little off, sick, whatever. Who knows? Crud going around. But anyways, I still wanted to bring this to you. I wanted to bring to you a updated Millennium Exodia Fiendsmith deck profile. I still am on the Fiendsmith engine. Somehow engravers continue to drop because they're just not good anymore, apparently. But in this deck, it serves a lot of unique purposes, especially with the Agnum Day and all that stuff that's come out. But I wanted to show you the quick 45 card list. This is a blind second variant. If you're still interested, I do side a lot of the whole like Hex Sealed Fusion and the Millenniumized Restrict, the Unchained package, Silhouette Hat Rabbit. There's a lot of that I do with the smokescreen stuff that still happens. I may or may not take this to a regional again upcoming. I was not really familiar with this when I first ran it, but got a lot better. So yeah, I might still explore it. We'll see what happens, but nonetheless, we'll go ahead and just start with the deck profile, a clean 45 card list, essentially 40 good cards plus the 5 Exodia pieces. So starting off, we do have finally the QCR set. I think this is probably a little bit, wait a minute. I didn't notice this till now. The QCR set I got of the pieces have two of the same leg. I still don't have a QCR set. I had a set that got shipped. I just never pay attention because it like got sent back and sent back again. I canceled the order, and then a friend of mine hooked me up with the QCR set. I just saw 4 limbs, and it's not the same. Okay, well, yeah. So 5 QCR pieces. We'll pretend, right? We'll pretend. God, that's so funny. I just am not destined to ever have the 5 QCR pieces. After that, 3 Blue Eyes of the Heart, amazing card. ROTA for Ankh. Any way to get to Ankh earlier without paying life points to then use the rest of your bodies to combo, and then Ankh afterwards is always really, really good. 3 Sengenjin, of course, and then 3 Shield. I know some people are cutting this down, but in my opinion, maxing ways to Ankh is the best. The only ones I've cut down are 2 Golem and, oh, well, I skipped a card there. We're on 2 Golem and 2 Temple specifically, if I can get those. There we go. I think this is fine. I was trying to make room for Blue Eyes of the Heart. I cut 1 and 1 and then 1 of something else. I can't remember exactly what, to go ahead and put in the 3 Blue Eyes of the Heart. So yeah, these ratios have been more than fine. After that, we are still playing the 3 Millennium Ankh. Of course, you have to. And then been slowly picking up QCRs for the deck as I find them kind of lying around at different regionals events. People have them out. Really incredible cards, really beautiful cards as well. And then lastly, I am just on the 1 Exod Fires of Rage because, again, we're going second. So you can still break their board, right, and then have some type of follow-up by setting this off Fusion. The last honorary card here before we bridge is the 1 Pot of Prosperity, just for consistency's sake. After that, we do have the Fiendsmith engine here. We are on the engravers, of course, 2 engravers, the 1 Lacrima, the 1 Lurie, and the 1 Tract. I think this is pretty straightforward. All the combos are streamlined now. You can just do this with less bodies. You don't always have to worry about normal summoning this and then linking off into the Charvar or linking away the Charvar to get you out of Fiend Lock and all that stuff. You have some more freedom to play with that. And then the rest of the deck is the most ignorant non-engine that any one deck can play, and I still think this deck plays even better non-engine than what Tenpai can, which is just so funny. So 3 Lava Golem as the primary board breaker of choice, along with the 2 Lightning Storm, and then the rest of the deck is just, again, the most ignorant hand traps you can squeeze into a singular deck. 3 Shifter, 3 Dogwood, 3 Fualos, and 3 Perulia. Yeah, this deck, like, unironically, if like, I think you could probably get away without playing them, but unironically, having this deck to like sometimes draw into the 5 pieces is also pretty darn crazy. So if you have them, play them in the deck. It's just super, super funny. Unfortunately, you can't play Dominus Impulse, I think, because of Earth, because of specifically Sengenjin. There's a little bit too much overlap, also because we play the Fiendsmith engine. Even if you cut that, I think there's a little too much overlap. So, and then for the extra deck, we're on 2 Fusion. I've been slowly testing 2 more and more and more. And again, for the blind second build, I think this is fine. If you're wanting to go first and do a more control strategy and play for the grind game, you can do this. But a lot of the time when I played 3, I always found myself banishing 1 off Prosperity and just playing with 2 normally. So I think these are perfectly fine at 2. And then the rest of it is just kind of different utility packages here and there. So 1 Desiree for the whole Fiendsmith package, I guess we'll kind of talk about that. Desiree, Aerial Eater, Necro Quip, This obviously helps well with the Unchained stuff that you can side. And then I guess we'll go ahead and put all the Fiendsmith stuff together. The one Agnum Day, this lets you get Desiree on your opponent's turn without having to worry about Ankh. The one Sequence, the one Requiem, of course, and then the last piece here is the one Closed Moon. The rest of the stuff is just a couple utility slots, Access Code, Nightmare Unicorn, and Nightmare Phoenix. You could play Cerberus as well. And then the last 3 slots, SP, thank God. This is now in Bonanza, I guess, allegedly from people opening it. Maybe, maybe not. And then 1 Yama and 1 Rage. The problem with this deck is, depending on how you want to smokescreen, there's a lot of extra deck stuff. Sometimes you have to side a couple cards. Right now, I am testing siding the Silo Hat Rabbit as well as the Millennium Restrict. So there's just so many different extra deck things you put in here. There are a couple slots you have to dedicate in extra and side that swap in and out to work. And I've just kept these in here just because, like, you could still technically do this with Fiendsmith. The others not so easily, right? But yeah. This deck is absolutely crazy. It's fun, and it's just kind of insane when you draw a Charmy plus Shifter, Charmy plus Dogwood, whatever. It's just like the deck is nuts. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is the quick and clean 45 card Millennium Exodia deck. Let me know what you guys think. Blind second version, of course. I'll show some maybe some combos as well post ROTA, as well as maybe a few live matches if you guys desire that. So yeah, see you all in the next one. Later.